Over the last few months, we have been following the multi-million-pound regeneration of Grimsby Town Centre that promises to change the look, feel and purpose of this historic heart of our local community. Existing buildings are being repurposed, new ones built and historic buildings brought back into use to reflect the changing needs of the local community and transform the High Street into a clean, pleasant and safer space for locals and visitors to the town.
The plan for Grimsby Town Centre is to bring it back to its former glory. It's not about going back to what we had, it's about planning for the future. Demolition works has now started, and that's the beginning of the transformation into the leisure scheme. There will be a 5-screen cinema who Parkway are signed up for. I'm really looking forward to it. Alongside that, there's food and beverage offers. We've already got a couple of big names signed up. Purchasing Freshney Place is something that we hadn't ever planned to do, but in hindsight, it's probably one of the best things we did.
You can see the first stages of Freshney really evolving to what our community require and need, and that's what Freshney is about. We cater for our community. We're really fortunate to have an extremely healthy occupancy rate. We're running at about 92 to 95%, which is extremely good for a town of our size. In Freshney Place, we've just welcomed the NHS, so they've opened a community diagnostic centre.
I think it's an amazing idea. It's easily accessible by many people.
I think the new diagnostic centre is really important for our residents because of the tests. And they get things like ultrasound, x-rays and other tests in the short term. Retail will, of course, remain an important part of the town centre. And we make a mixed economy and make it a pleasant place to be and a safe place for families to come to.
We started off in March last year in 2024 by bringing together a number of organisations dedicated to making the town centre safer, better looking, more vibrant, encouraging more footfall coming into the town.
The town centre now has a dedicated neighbourhood team, so that's a sergeant, 2 PCs and 2 PCSOs. Their time and effort is to look at what's happening on a day-to-day basis to make the community feel safer.
This isn't just about crime and disorder. This is making the place look more aesthetically pleasing. In relation to planters there with seats for people to come and sit and enjoy, we want to make this place look vibrant, give it that green colour in.
This is a bigger scheme called Greening Up Grimsby. You can just see colour all around us and it just makes you feel so much better. And I think people are realising now how it's going to benefit. Yeah, we've had some taken, but we just come back and replace them. Just come and enjoy it, come and see what we've done and come and just relax and, you know, go buy a cuppa and sit and have a chat with your friends, but, you know, just leave the plants alone.
We still have antisocial behaviour in the town centres, as most high streets do see, but we're able to identify those people using the CCTV systems, working with partners and our schools, so we can work with, especially the youth element, to prevent that escalation and to make them understand what effect they're having on our town.
We was coming shopping and I heard somebody shout or swear really loud. I just turned my head and he was going so fast. He just took my arm with him. So it was horrific. I do think my injuries should be on a board and it might make think twice about doing it, but I don't know.
The law-breaking cyclist was caught and prosecuted, and the marshals that came to Susan's aid were commended for their fast response. Despite distressing experiences like Susan's, incidents of antisocial behaviour in the town centre are continuing to fall, along with overall crime rates. Antisocial behaviour has reduced by 14%, violent crime by 23%, stalking and harassment by 20%, and bike theft by 46%.
The days of action have grown and grown. Obviously, every day, each agency are doing their bit on the town centre. The 2025 group is also key because we can build that information intelligence and understand how our actions are affecting them because they actually work and live here.
So the 2025 group has more good news stories coming out of the town centre. I'm here at the moment at the Haven. It's moved from Osborne Street to Queen Street. It's a much bigger place, lots more activities for young people to do up until 18 years old. I've just had a tour around, it's fantastic.
It's a really good space to have for young people to be able to drop in. They know it's a safe space that they can access.
It's taken it back to the town centre not just being a shopping and a retail destination, but actually becoming a community hub, a place for the community to come to do different things other than just shop.
This is St James House, and it's been, well, for as long as I can remember, it's been part of Grimsby Town Centre. In the last 15 years or so, it's been pretty much left derelict. The only people who've been occupying it are pigeons. It was a great place where civic activities used to take place. It was the heart of Grimsby at one point, in this beautiful setting. So when I saw it, I thought, you know, right from the beginning, years before we got any ideas, something should happen with this building, something should go on. We chose ID Architecture. They had a marvellous vision, a realistic vision that kind of, it almost emulated what I felt about this building.
The brief itself is actually, what can we do with the footprint of this building? How do we bring back civic presence to this incredible space? First thing we thought of, well, actually, let's repurpose those arches. Let's take a nod from the viaducts of Paris. Let's actually fill these with some useful units, because if all of a sudden you've got this glazed frontage that opens out, you're showing activity, you're drawing people in. The upper floors then are actually targeted more directly on E-Factor's brief, which essentially is they need to provide office space for growing commercial units, for small businesses. Final element is the first floor, which is going to come as a large purpose-built conference space.
So here we are, coming towards the end. This is the last mile, I suppose. There's already tenants who have moved in. Half of the 18 offices have already been taken before we've even opened, so that's fantastic. The whole place is starting to come alive. We try and create a community, so it's not just about coming and setting up an office and never seeing anyone. Everyone that comes here is encouraged to mix with everyone else, to learn, to network, to join in, help each other out. And there's always people here who are experienced business advisors to help any business person, any business with any challenges or opportunities that they face. This is a partnership approach to regenerating this town. We want to be part of that.
Culture and heritage is really, really important in terms of the regeneration of Grimsby. It's absolutely vital that the council works with a range of partners to connect people with the great history of the borough. We've got the canvas for creatives and heritage practitioners to make the most of the spaces to put on really exciting events that bring people into town. And probably the biggest event in the Grimsby Town Centre is Freshney Place, connecting people with the town to waterfront and celebrating the history and looking forward to Grimsby's connection with the sea.
This is a development that we've been interested in, and it's to have some affordable housing on site as well as standard 3 and 4 bedroom houses. So this was an ideal opportunity, and from consultation that we've had, that's what people like to see. So we want to encourage people to actually come and live, work and enjoy the leisure facilities that we have to offer within the town. With all the new leisure facilities going on with the shopping centre, transport hub and different things, the Horizon Youth Zone, as you see in the background here, it's a great opportunity for people to see what's going to be happening in the regeneration of the area.
Oh my goodness, look, it's being built. Every time I go past, drive past, there is a new set of tiles, there is new parts of the building that's up. It really is Horizon Rising. What's important about a youth zone and what is special about a youth zone is the amount of opportunity it brings to our young people. We have over 26,000 young people in North East Lincolnshire, and we need to work together as a community to make sure that we are supporting as many of those young people as possible
I'm really excited about the regeneration in this particular area because we can work with those regeneration projects to make sure that there's somewhere for them to go onto where they feel safe, where they feel supported, where they are seeing opportunities in real life.
We will get our hands on it in the summer. We will then work towards a grand opening at some point in the autumn. What's exciting to me? We're actually doing it. The youth zone behind me is tangible evidence, but most importantly, it's the impact on young people.
I'm so excited. I just want to get in. I want to get in. Yeah, I can't wait.
We are now seeing promises fulfilled as ambitious projects near completion and others get underway. These new public spaces have hosted popular events throughout the summer, and the look and feel of our high street is changing, bringing with it a more positive outlook for the future.
Having a cinema in Freshney Place would be really good.
We've only lived here 2 years, but we do love Grimsby.
People like to see actions rather than words. And I'm sure that this year is going to be the year when they're going to see everything happening.
Given 2 years, the whole town centre will be a very different place for people.
The new improvements is going to be lovely.
Join us later in the year for our final programme on the transformation of this historic heart of our coastal community.
We are proud of it. I think we can do a lot more, both as organisations but also as residents of North East Links, and make Grimsby a place where everybody wants to visit.